Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hey, you guys, it's day three. Day three of the mini branding boot camp. So, has anybody, you know, taken action and kind of refreshed your banner or, looked up your colors or checked out the fonts that you might want to use or anything like that? Well, let me know. Let me know if you guys are, figuring it out and or you need more help. I mean, that could be part of it too. And, I'm here to help you. You need more help, just let me know. So today we're going to talk about lead magnets. Now, you probably say, oh, hairdresser, why do I need a lead magnet? Or, another type of business owner, why do I need a lead magnet? Well, if you're going to be present on social media, it's a good idea to get that out there so that people engage with you, because it's a one way to kind of start building on this thing they call the know, like, and trust factor, which is so huge in business these days. You really, really need to have that know, like, and trust factor. It's kind of always been that way with, a service type of business. But the only way that we were able to gain that know, like, and trust factor was if people actually tried us out. Well, nowadays, they'll try you out by checking you out on social media. That's how they're going to try you out. So why not offer them something that kind of helps them get to know you? And it's just really easy. It's just an easy thing that you can do to kind of get people to reach out to you. And then once you get that, what you can do, and we'll get into this later or maybe even at another time because it's kind of a lot. But what you can do eventually is if people opt in to get your lead magnet, you can actually ask them for their email address, and then you have those people in like a Google Sheet or somewhere where you save them, and you're able to reach out to them again. However, just getting the lead magnet done at this point today, it's a lot of trainings. There's so many steps to go through, and I understand it's a little overwhelming, but a lead magnet isn't that hard. And when you're just dealing with people in your area, you might want to just write their names down and reach back out to them or message them right away. That's always a good thing. I always try to circle around if you guys leave messages here. For some reason, it's such a lag when I get your message a lot of times, and then it doesn't even tell me who left a message. So I have to circle around and check it out anyway. So if you have a question or whatever, leave it in the comments. I will just circle around and answer you. Anyway, so I just thought I'd jump right in and just show you kind of what I do. Super easy. I mean, you could do it on any subject. Okay, say for instance, like one of my first lead magnets, and I still have it today because, you only need to make it like once. You might want to freshen it up, a little bit here and there, but you only really need to make it once. But my first lead magnet was how to shampoo hair like a pro. Because, if you don't shampoo your hair properly, you're not going to have a good hair day, right? So why not let those clients out there know how to shampoo their hair properly? Or if you are a client, if you are a customer, then yeah, wouldn't you want to know that? Just a quick little guide on how to do that. And when I first made this, I thought I was going to have to be like all professional and all that kind of stuff. And I really spent a lot of time on it. And I really didn't have to. I probably like overdid it, but that's okay. It's still there. It's already done. It took me like a week to do, in between stuff. And yeah, so we're going to dive right in, but I'm going to show you. And here again, we're going to be dealing with Canva. And I mean, I can't tell you enough how Canva is just super important for posting and all that kind of stuff on social media, and just keeping track of everything. Well, you can do a little bit of that in Canva because they have like folders and stuff that you can put stuff in, which is really nice. And the other thing is, and we'll get into this toward the end of the week, Trello. And I love Trello. I mean, it kind of keeps track of everything. And I will show you guys what I use. And I also have a little freebie for that too. So with all that said, you guys are probably like, I'm super confused. I don't mean to confuse you. But anyway, today we're just going to work on lead magnets. And I'm just going to show you a really quick, easy way to do it. So you got to think of a topic. You can do something like 5 tips on styling your hair with a flat iron, whatever it is. People are using flat irons for curling now too. So style your hair with a flat iron, either, flat or, use it for curly. But there's a lot of things that people don't know about using a flat iron properly. So you could do 5 tips on that and just kind of go into that. You can do it on anything. So, and if there's something, that's the other thing. If there's something that you don't know about, you can, and I've done this a bazillion times, just look it up. Just Google it. Say, I want to do 5 tips on how to deal with hair loss. I've heard that a lot lately from people, that they're dealing with hair loss. And I think it might have something to do with the pandemic. And if a lot of people got COVID, and one of the things was that I heard that people were losing their hair. And the only thing I can think of, and I'm no doctor, but the only thing I can think of is the hair is not getting nourished enough. So is that why they're losing it? And it's kind of, a couple months, 3-4 months down the road, and they're starting to lose it. Now, what I do know about hair loss is that when the body goes through shock or some kind of, something to do with what's going on in the system, that it does take a while for that hair loss to start happening. So you could be moving on to something completely different and think, why am I all of a sudden starting to lose my hair? Well, it's just that body is starting to cycle through that process or that time where, it's going to start reacting to the stress that it had a couple months prior. Same with trying to renew that. So in other words, say, and this has happened to some of my clients a lot, when they had changed their blood pressure medicine and their hair started to fall out. Now, some blood pressure medicines can actually reactively cause the hair to fall out. And if that starts happening, you really need to tell your doctor, because the doctors do not want your hair to fall out. Some people react to certain things in different ways. But the problem with that is you're not going to know until you've taken that medication, say for 3 to 6 months, and then your hair is going to start falling out. It's going to take another 3 to 6 months to correct that. It's not going to be like an overnight thing. So just know that. I don't even know why I got on that subject, but it's another lead magnet. It's another way to like give a little something to your clients. Now, back in the day, 10, 12 years ago, I used to do a newsletter, and people read their emails a lot more back then. People loved it. They loved it. I actually, before email was even like a big deal, I started doing newsletters where I would actually mail them out to people. Now, that was a little costly and it was very time consuming. So, to tell you the truth, I didn't do it a lot. But in this day and age with everything electronic, it's so much easier. And people love that. They feel more connected to you that way. So it's kind of like a lead magnet. Just think of it kind of like a newsletter. However, you are giving people valuable information. And, you're more of an authority figure if you think about it that way, right? You're more of an authority figure. And, you've got something to give to somebody to show them that, hey, I know my stuff, right? Anyway, okay. So I'm going to share my screen again and make sure that I am share my screen because we're going to go on another field trip. And screen number 2, share. All right. And we're going to go into Canva. There we go. All right. So with a lead magnet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a design. I'm going to go to flyer. Not that that means anything, but it's going to give you a full page. Okay. And you can do more than one page with this. So flyer, let's see. And do you see all these templates that have come up on this side for flyer? 4 tips on radiant skin. See, these are lead magnets. These are things that people have used. Makeup quick tip. Top 10 travel tips to steal. Ooh, travel tips are good too. I've read a lot of that kind of stuff because when you're traveling, it's a really good idea to take advice from other people. On my first cruise, not my first cruise, but on my big cruise that I went on to Europe, one of my clients had actually given me some really good tips on how to pack for a cruise and what to do. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad she did because it came in so handy, some of the stuff that she told me to do. So, it's good information. So why not? All right, so we're in flyers, and what we're going to do is just, you can copy some of these if you want. See, these are all those templates, right? Oh, let's just do makeup quick tip, and we will adjust this we'll do about fine hair. Oops, fine hair. Fine hair quick tip. How about that? Sign up to download guide. So we're probably not going to make people sign up today, but I will show you how we can just go right in here and we'll change this to a link they can just click on. Okay. Super easy. All right. So, and if you don't want these here, what you can do is, let's see, let's just go into photos and let's find, let's just just type in fine hair. All right. Fine hair. Oh, that's interesting. Probably not that. Show the same girl over and over again. Let's see. Well, these girls, they look like, yeah, they might have fine hair, but that's not really what I was looking for. And I don't like to waste too much time doing this, so I like to find something pretty quick. It's not like a set in stone thing. You can always change it too. So that's just, oh, there we go. How about if we just look at that? Perfect. We just go with that. She's looking at her hair and it's kind of fine. All right, and let's change this up a little bit. It's probably an element, and let's just do, I don't know, let's just do an arrow, say. How about if we do just a little squiggly arrow? Oh, can't see it, so let's change the color. All right, a little squiggly arrow. Let's kind of go like that. Fine hair quick tip. Let's change the background color. Oh, change it up to there. And let's go ahead and get rid of this. A little graphic in there. And we'll get rid of this. So we have all of our stuff in here. All right. So there's the first page. Fine hair quick tip or tips. Let's just do tips. Quick tips. Okay. Tips. Okay. All right. And then we're going to add a page. And what this is going to do, you see how it's just copied that background color? So I don't have to go in there and redo that. Pretty cool, right? So you're like, quick tips. Well, what am I going to do for quick tips? And what you can do, now this is something that you can do for just about anything, is go up and search Google. Just say fine hair. Fine hair, quick tips. About that, all right? So then, because this kind of gives you ideas of, oh yeah, you know, I mean, that's a good one. That's an easy, quick tip for fine hair. How to, let's see. Tips for fine hair. Martha Stewart. So this was in Martha Stewart magazine. Not that she has fine hair. So it's going to, look, they're talking about, you know, shampooing here and starting there. So there's one tip, how to shampoo, boost your body, pump up the volume. Don't use sticky hairspray. Set your style with starch-based dry shampoo, which, you know, sometimes with fine hair, if it's a little bit dirty, it's going to perform a little bit better. So there's like a, you know, a fine line between leaving it dirty and having it perform better and leaving it dirty and having it not perform at all. So you have to be careful that there's not too much product in there. Boost body for good. Okay, so here's some great tips, right? So you could literally go in. Now, you don't always, you know, want to plagiarize, but you can go in, and what I've done sometimes is go in and say, oh, I really like this tip. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it, what happened to my thing here? Put it in here. I gotta get my text box out here, and I'll put my text in here, and then paste it right in. Now I'm gonna go through this because I don't want it to sound like it's not me. Okay, so before you even turn the faucet, use the pads of your fingers to gently massage your scalp using a technique that mimics squeezing an orange. Okay, that's kind of, okay. weird. I'm just going to get rid of all of that. Okay. And how about this? Before you even turn on the faucet, use the pads of your fingers to gently massage your scalp. So how about if we say, before you jump in the shower, use the pads of your fingers to gently massage your scalp. And then let's take these quotes out of here. Massage, and I'm going to put massaging. The scalp increases blood flow and kick starts the exfoliation of the pores that harbor excess sebum. So you could put in there too, being as your hairdresser, sebum is something that the body, the scalp produces, and it can really get, clogged up in those pores. So you could put something like that, like sebum, harbor excess sebum, which is something that the body produces. Excess sebum can clog hair follicles, causing hair loss. So see, I'm putting my words in here and just using their words as kind of a guide. So use a volumizing shampoo and conditioner loaded with rice or wheat protein. Okay, people probably aren't going to know what that means. So just use a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. And I'm going to take out the protein part. Sometimes too much information is just too much information. Using a volumizing shampoo and conditioner, which strengthens and expands the diameter of the hair shaft. That's all you need to know. You don't have to know, what kind of proteins are in there, because, who really cares? I don't know. As a consumer, I just don't know how much I would care about that. I guess some people really get into it, but they can do the research for it. You just need to tell them to use a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. You don't want to use a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner on fine hair. It's just going to add too much hydration to the hair, and it will, yeah, I'm still live, Mom. And it will, just make the hair flatter. Anyway, so using a volumizing shampoo. So you guys kind of get the drift, right? So I kind of just use their words as a guide, and then I go in and just kind of manipulate. And some things I can, like, it just rolls off the top of my head and I can, do that. But other times when you're not feeling too creative, it's really difficult to get whatever it is that's in your head or should be in your head out on paper. So this is one way of doing it and making it really super quick. Once you've made one of these lead magnets for certain areas of your business, you don't have to do it again. Like I said, you can just refresh it, kind of go through it and look at it and refresh it. So there you go. So that could be like tip number 1. All right. How about that? Whoops. I think I copied a lot more than I thought I did. Yes, I did. All right. So that's page number 1, and that's tip. We're just going to do tip number 1. How about that? So let's go ahead and add a heading here and put tip number 1. All right. And I'm not going to go through like a bunch of tips. I'm just kind of showing you what I do. So tip number 1. So the other thing that you can do, because you've got all this space, you know, right here, is you can go in and you can find a picture, and like of somebody with fine hair, or of course this was like they're talking about shampooing your hair. So let's go in and let's do shampooing hair, no, shampoo. Oops. Spell it right. All right, so let's see if we can find this. Well, this is kind of good because it shows somebody kind of messing with their hair. So let's just use this picture. All right, I'm just going to kind of fit it to the area here. Just fit it to each side. So it gives it kind of a visual. Okay, and then you can, this is the other thing that Canva is really great on. You see how that little box comes up and then that line comes up? It tells you where things are centered. Isn't that great? So that box there is really nice too, because what that's going to do is tell you that you should probably put your text within that box area, because sometimes it will cut it off if you don't. So I'm going to redesign this a little bit and put my content inside that box area. Now it just got kind of, there we go. Now let's move this up a little bit and over to the center. There we go. So, and that's basically all that you need to say. You might want to maybe just, so that font is a tad bit big, so we can move that down a little bit. 11 or 12 is probably pretty good for font in these lead magnets, because massaging. Okay, massaging the scalp. Okay, let's make a little. Oh, fix that. Just kind of read through it a little bit. The other thing that you can do is, you see right up here, you can either have it, I'm going to need to highlight it. Okay. Have it go justify to the right side. I kind of like that. Makes it look a little neater. And then maybe just move it down a tad. But look how nice that looks. Okay, so it looks pretty professional and really nice. All right, so now let's go ahead and, you can do as many pages as you want, or I've seen people like put all the tips on one page. However, I don't know, to me, it just doesn't look as professionally done if you just put a tip and you don't describe the tip. I like to kind of describe it and give people examples of what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and hit the download button here and make sure that, now this says PNG. So what we're going to want to do is think we're going to need a PDF. So we're going to go ahead and do PDF. PDF standard and download. All right. So it's downloaded now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Google and Google my drive right here, Google Drive. So if you go up into this is another thing, you guys, I think that having Gmail or Google Mail account is the best because Google has this whole platform here. It's all free. You don't have to pay for it. It's, you can save so much stuff. They have Excel spreadsheets and all kinds of stuff in here and folders that you can save stuff in. And you can even make up surveys and everything. You don't have to pay an extra fee for any of that stuff. So I think that if you don't have a Gmail account, just make one up. It's really easy. But you see this little waffle thing here. Go ahead and click on that. You're going to go down to Drive. My Drive's already open. I just wanted to show you guys. All right. And what you're going to do is go up to New, and you're going to upload that file. So I am going to come down here and find it. And it's that PDF right there. So I'm going to open it up. And it uploaded it right there. And then I'm going to click on that. I am going to come over here and say I want to share it because you're going to want to give people the link for it. So when this little box pops up, what you want to do is you want to get the link, but you're going to change this to anyone with the link can open it up. You don't want to do restricted. Okay. So anyone with the link can open it up. So go right here. You can copy link copied. And then what I like to do, since I just copied it, go up here and open a new window and open that link just to make sure that it works before I try to give it to somebody. And there it is. See? So super easy. And look at how nice that looks, right? Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. So yeah, it does take a little bit, but like I said, once you get this set up, then you can just give people the link. And that's the other thing that I do is I actually have an area where in my drive where I'll show you. I have this whole links folder that I save all of my links in here. And then also I just started using, and I haven't set it all up yet. There's a boards app that you can get on your phone, and you can literally save stuff in there. So if somebody wanted your guide or you wanted to post it, you can just click on it and there it is. There's the link. So easy because, we are on our phones a lot. So anyway, I hope this was some value to you guys and got you thinking about, just think of somebody that's on social media that lives around you or whatever, because we are trying to market to people that, are around our area. But they see that and then they get that information and say they have fine hair and, you kind of cater to somebody with fine hair. They're going to want to come see you. Now, I had a pretty big clientele and a lot of my clients had fine hair. I have fine hair, so totally understood it. So, those people were attracted to me because I got it. I got the fine hair thing. Same with thick hair, a lot of times some hairdressers don't like to work with thick hair, or They have thick hair of their own, thick, wavy, curly, and don't know what to do with it all. That's the client that you attract because you get it, you understand it. Those people want to know that you can do that. Why not do a little lead magnet? These people are going to be reaching out to you. You're not going to have to reach out to them or scramble to try to, find clients to come to you. So kind of works both ways, right? Anyway, what am I doing? I guess I can stop sharing my screen now. Stop screen sharing. So I hope that added some value to the day today, and I hope you guys got something out of it and could kind of follow along. I will see you guys. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about today. So starting May 1st, and I'm super excited about this because I've been thinking about rolling this out for a while. I'm going to start a little, and I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, kind of like a club, to where you can purchase content that's already templated for you to just plug and play for your social media. If that's something that's interesting to you, let me know, because it's not going to be that like super costly. However, there's going to be stock photos that you can use that are totally royalty free, because that's another thing, using other people's stuff, you could get in trouble for that. But using stock photos that actually are royalty free and stuff is what you want to do. So it's going to have stock photos for you to use. It's going to have content, words, content for you to use. There's just going to be a lot of things that you can just plug and play, literally plug and play. Change your font colors if you wanted to, but plug it in and just run with it. And it's going to be pretty inexpensive considering. The other thing is that I do content. I do a lot of that for other clients as well. Now, that's going to be a little bit more money because it's going to be specifically designed for you, your brand, and it's going to be all about you, because I do study you a lot. And, your pictures are going to be in there. All your stuff is going to be in there. Everything that has to do with you will be in there. And so that's just a little bit more because, of course, I'm taking the time to do that. So I do have that to offer as well. But I'm super excited about, rolling this program out on May 1st. And it's going to be kind of like maybe content of the month club or something like that. And there's going to be a lot of content that you guys can use. And like I said, plug and play. So be waiting for that. Or what I can do, and I can drop this in the comments later, I can show you my price list for doing content for your social media. So I can share that with you too. The other thing is, I'll also, I don't know if you guys have got Canva yet, or if you're thinking about, going to the pro version or whatever. I do have an affiliate link for Canva, and I can drop that in as well. I'm not sure, you might get a discount on that. No, I mean, don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure about Canva. Some of them do, like if you get your link from an affiliate, they do give you a discount, etc. Anyway, until tomorrow, I will see you guys, and I hope you had fun today. Let me know how you're doing in the comments, and I'll circle back around and check you out. All right, you guys, see you tomorrow.